Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What's popping, guys? Welcome to ZeerTalks and welcome to another edition of Al Hilal's Saudi Football Club Talk. We're here and we're here to talk about some breaking. Part of his breaking news. I wouldn't say all of his breaking news. But yeah, there are things that's happening around Al Hilal, especially. With the season that we're having so far, I wouldn't really be too shocked why conversations are starting to build up. But guys, we'll talk about it. You know exactly what to do. Subscribe, press alarm bells for future content notifications. Like, comment your way. Go check socials. Share this video as well. And inshallah, you're well wherever you may be. Also, happy Jum'ah Mubarak. It is Friday. For all the Muslims out there. And yeah, man, I say we kick things off. Now, there are conversations surrounding here, and there are some reporting that's been going on in regards to two players. Now, I want to talk about the first one. Now, for any of you that's been following me for a good year now, or actually 2 years, you will know I love this player. This player, I really, really, really like. When it comes to watching him play and when he's on it, probably one of, if not the best in our team. No joke. And I think this guy can play in Europe. If he goes to this team, I think he'll tear it up over there. Now, I'm talking about Milinković-Savić. Now, Milinković-Savić, as it states over here, and I'm going to make it bigger. Yeah. Now, this is news from Torino, right? And I've talked to Gio about it, so there are truth to what they're trying to do here, right? So, the news is as following. Juventus sees a golden opportunity to kidnap Serbian star for free as he enters basically free agent period. Okay? Now, I need to read more because this apparently, now I don't know how true this is, but then again, I've talked to Gio, so there must be little truth to this. It's coming. But big up Gio, go subscribe to him. He changes the YouTube channel there. I think now it's G Calcio Zone or something. Go subscribe to him. Yeah. Now, basically here, there is this news from, it says Tutto Sport. I don't know how reliable this is, but take it as it is, right? And it says, the Locatelli Koopnaar's rotation doesn't work and the blanket is already too short. Thuram cannot rest. Milinković-Savić, 30 years old, is not closing the door on a return to Italy. Well, it's to be fair, he probably isn't. But okay, we move. Juventus are now considering him. The Serbian's contract Al Hilal expires in June, which could make January the perfect market opportunity. Now, I'm going to give my thoughts on this. Excuse me 1 second. Now, apologies for that. Now, here's my thoughts on Milinković-Savić. I think he's an absolute baller. I think he can defend very well. I think he can put himself in perfect positions. We're talking about a guy that's very versatile. 6, 8, 10, striker, you name it. Right? This brother, he has the technical ability for somebody that's so tall to do a job. He just does. And he has the physicality. So, would he work if he went to Juventus? Oh, 100%. I think he would work at FC Bayern München. Uncomfortable conversations for Bayern fans, but it is what it is. The midfielders that we have there, listen, and I say we as Bayern now, not Hilal. Yeah. Hilal, I would love to keep him. But let's say he went to Bayern. Oh, impact. I'm telling you, this brother would make impact. Yeah. Now, he does have his hot and cold days. Let's not lie. He does. But I'm talking about when he has his hot days, right? Now, my thing with Milinković-Savić, with Al Hilal now, and a Hilal perspective, is that, listen, last season, I was saying if he doesn't want to be here, then he can go. If you don't want to be here, as much as I like Savić, I have his shirt. I wear his last season's shirt when I watch Al Hilal play. Yeah, people that watch me on watch-alongs will know this. But my thing is, if you don't want to be here, you can go. However, ever since Inzaghi has come in, he's been performing way better. He looks like he wants to be here now. So I would not be shocked if he signed a new contract. And there is some piece of news about this new contract extension thing, right? So that's Milinković-Savić. So am I worried that Savic will be leaving? I'm not as worried as I would have been last season. I think if it was last season under Jorge Jesus and all this stuff, then I would have been more concerned. And here's the thing. With Savic, it's also to do with, is he going to get a higher salary? Because last season, there was this whole rumor of either Neves or Savic were not performing to the level because they weren't getting a higher pay. It's very clear to see as a Hilal fan that it was Savic, because Savic was the one not performing out of the two. Neves was one of our better performing players in an awful season. You know what I mean? So critical thinking, you would think it's Savic. You get me? Nowadays, I'm not too concerned. I think that he'll probably extend. But if he doesn't extend, wish him best of luck, man. Because again, you don't want to be here. You don't want to be here. But I think he's happy to be here. Believe it or not. Like, I actually think he's... I mean, especially now that Inzaghi's here, why not him staying? Like, that's my thoughts on Milinkovic-Savić. Now, I want to talk about another player, right? And this player is a midfield partner of his. However, I do not like how he's being used at Al Hilal. I have to say, this one, like, and I already talked about him a little bit. Like, if we're being quite frank and honest, guys, I don't know why he's being used as like a center back when he's supposed to be a midfielder here. So yeah, man, we're gonna talk about him in a moment. Just searching the name because there are some reportings about this. Yeah, this one. Okay, this is from the United Stand. And actually, this one is where I really got. I was like, this is when I was like, you know what? I need to do a video on this. I have to do a video on this because I've been hearing stuff about Savic and now this player while I was doing the watch along with Al Hilal, and somebody brought it up. Pick up Mustafa if you're watching. He was in the chat. So I was like, let me do this video. Rúben Neves. Now, this is Ben Jacobs reporting this, and it's from the United Stand. And basically, it's saying, keep an eye on opportunistic signings. 6 months out from a World Cup that want to make a step up or in some places return back. Rúben Neves, for example, is one to watch. He is a little bit older, so it would be more of a short term. I think there is concrete possibility that Neves will leave Al Hilal. Now, they're saying this based on the fact that his contract is also up in the air. That's what they're basing it on that. And then obviously there's this one as well. And this is from who? I don't know how reliable this is. This is Graeme Bailey. And it's saying the following. The following is that Manchester United, Tottenham, and Newcastle have all been approached over Rúben Neves' possible potential availability as he wants to return to Europe. Now, I don't think he really wants to return like that. He would like to. Don't get it twisted. Everybody would like to go back to Europe at some point to play football. I'm not saying they wouldn't. But let's not act like he's not happy in Saudi, because he is. Savic and Neves both are happy to be here. I just want to make that very clear. A January exit from Al Hilal can't be ruled out, though a summer move looks more likely at this stage. Yeah, exactly. I think them leaving in January is not happening. Now, could they make agreements in January? Sure, because they're going to be free transfers. Now, this is my thing. This is what my thing here. My thing here is Al Hilal, they need to step up now. Al Hilal have the funds, they have the financial capabilities. We all know this, right? We all know Al Hilal have the financial capabilities, but they won't be moving too stupid. However, in this case, these two are two of our better players. Let's not lie. They are. So if I am Nawaf here, okay, what I would do is I genuinely I'd renew. Why not? Why wouldn't I want to renew and do what it takes to renew? You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's my thing. So yeah, let's see what they do. Let's see exactly what they do. But I wouldn't be shocked if at the end of this they both stay. And by the way, there is one more piece of news regarding that. Al Fikra. I can't even speak, man. Yeah, على فكرة, there is more news on that. We will get to this right now. And here it is. Now, this is the last thing I want to show you, and this is from Abdurrahman al-Jamaz. Okay? So take it with a grain of salt. But, again, like I stated earlier, I don't think they mind staying if there is some sort of progression within the club. So, yeah, take it as you will. And this is why we also have to step up under Inzaghi, though. But here you go. See both their faces? Okay. Boom. Now, it says urgent. Okay. Approval was done from polarized to renew, or from polarized. What is what? Stabat Tajid. Okay. Ignore it because I'm translating. To renew Neves and Savić contracts, waiting to determine 2 or 3 years period. So they're basically trying to renew for another 2-3 years. That's the idea. Now, do I think it will happen? It could happen. Do I think they could leave? Sure. But one thing I want you guys to know is just because their contracts are expiring does not mean that they can't renew because they're happy. You know what I mean? I think where Hilal will be heading, it's going to be very telling for these guys, and then that's when they make a decision. Also, do they feel happy and comfortable here? Do they want more bags? Keep in mind, everyone talking about why they go to Saudi for money, right? Now, do they want more of the money? Are they happy to live here and earn more of the money that they're earning? These things need to be taken in consideration. So let's see what happens. If I had to make a prediction, I think we extend both their contracts. They'll stay because I think they're happy to be here anyway. So let's see what happens. But yeah, until then, you know exactly what to do. Subscribe, press alarm bells for future content notifications, like, comment your way, go check socials. Inshallah, you're well wherever you are. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And until then, yalla ya Zaim, and take care. See you later.